Hi, and welcome back to Music and Theatre Education. Today, we're talking about theatre terms for newbies. Okay, so firstly, in rehearsals, if this is brand new to you, you might hear some new terms. So your director's going to give you blocking. Now, blocking means they're going to tell you where they want you to stand. Now, they may use some terms that you're unfamiliar with. Stage left, stage right, upstage, downstage, centre stage. Now, the great thing is the left and right are correct for the actor. So as you standing on the stage as an actor, stage left is left and stage right is right. Upstage is to the back of the stage and downstage is to the front of the stage. And centre stage is centre stage. That one's nice and easy at least. Now there is an alternate term for stage left and stage right. This is often used by stage managers. They have prompt and OP. Prompt is the side where your stage manager is, usually stage left, and OP is opposite prompt, so the other side. My last term for you is off book. Now if they ask you to be off book, that means you need to know your lines. You don't get to use your script anymore. You are allowed to ask for your line though. So if you're in the middle of the scene and you forget what's next, you can call line. What you can't do is have your script on stage. As you progress through rehearsals, you might come across some different rehearsal types. The first one, which is not always used, is called a gabble run. So you run the show with only the dialogue. Usually you sit around a table and you run the show at a faster pace. This can be really handy to make sure everyone knows their lines, or it can highlight parts that need to be tightened up and just practice a little bit more. Another one that's specific to musicals is called a sits probe. It's the opportunity for the music director to run all the songs in the show with the cast and the orchestra for the very first time. Then you have a tech rehearsal. Now this is for the tech staff. So this is your stage manager and your lighting and your sound. It's for them to work out all the technical elements. Tech rehearsals often go for a very long time and cast stand around a lot, but it is so important that cast cooperate with their tech staff in order to get the show running smoothly. Then you'll have a dress rehearsal. Now, I will often do a tech rehearsal in costume because then we find out any costume hiccups. But dress rehearsal is where you have not only a full costume but hair and makeup as well. This is where you're running the show as if it's a performance. A couple of handy parts of the stage to know are the wings, so that's where you enter and exit. The proscenium arch, or more commonly known as the pros, that's the big arch across the top of the stage where the curtains come in. And the thrust or the apron of the stage. That's the staging that goes in front of where the curtain will come in. Okay, this next bunch of terms are likely to come up in tech. Now, if you're asked to strike a set piece, it doesn't mean to hit it. It means to take it off stage. Now, if your set piece is going to be spiked, that means someone's going to go and put tape around maybe the chair legs to show you where it should be placed on the stage exactly. If your director tells you that you're going to top and tail, that means you're going to do just the beginning and the end of either the scene or the song. This is usually used to run scene transitions. Presetting. This one's usually up to you. If you know that you don't have enough time to go and get a set piece or a costume, you preset it either before the show or if you can at a later time in the show. So it's ready for you to come and get immediately and then get back on stage in time. Sight lines. So sight lines is where the audience can see. If you stand too far into a wing, too close to the stage, you may have to watch your sight lines. That means the audience can probably see you. If you can see an audience member, they can definitely see you. it's time. The best time. It is showtime. Now, there's 3 calls that your stage manager should be doing, and they are super important to know what it means. The house is live. There are patrons in the auditorium. 5-minute call. That means there's 5 minutes until beginners. Beginners. All people in the first scene should be ready to go on stage. It happens 5 minutes before showtime. So your 5-minute call actually is 10 minutes before showtime. And there are some really handy theatre terms. Are there any others you'd like to know about? Please leave them in the comments below. Thanks for joining us on Music and Theatre Education. I hope to see you again soon. And as always, keep on that theatre adventure.